It has been a month since release of Hogwarts Legacy, and after playing 100 hours of it, I feel I'm ready to give you guys my honest and unbiased review. And full disclosure, I am a big Harry Potter fan, but I solemnly swear that fanboy is locked away while I do this review. So this will be completely unbiased and unpainted or untainted. There will be no dark magic involved. It will be completely natural. Natural. An obligatory spoiler alert. There are no spoilers in this video except some random exploration and fighting in the video, but mostly I'm just talking here and should not be spoiling anything for you. I will be reviewing the game on 5 factors, starting with number 1, the story. The main storyline was quite enjoyable. It does not try to be what it's not, but at the same time it doesn't really bog you down with much mystery or stuff. It's pretty apparent and black and white that what is expected of you and what is expected of your character. And having said that, there is no real depth to our character. We can be mean for the sake of meanness, we can be nice for the sake of being nice, but at the same time it does not really impact the people around us or the story or the environment or really even your pets. It doesn't really impact them. So yeah, it was pretty good. I did enjoy the side quests a lot. I did enjoy the main quest a lot. So in the end it was acceptable. So I give it A for it. I really hope that in the future when they add DLCs, some of these characters can be fleshed out because their motivations and history are quite interesting and very enjoyable, but hopefully something for the future. So this is an acceptable part. Moving on to the next one, the gameplay itself. This one is a bit challenging for me. There were times where I really enjoyed the gameplay mechanics, but there were times I really hated it and questioned why it was placed into the game in the first place. But let's try to break down the gameplay mechanics into 3 things. Hogwarts Legacy claims to be an open-world immersive action RPG in the world of Harry Potter. Does it achieve it in all fronts? Open world? Sure, it is open world. It is filled with quite interesting characters. It is filled with quite a lot of stuff to do. There are a lot of things to complete in the game, collecting all the trophies and all. But at the same time, does it utilize it in a meaningful manner? I would say it does. I'm happy they didn't create an open world which was barren, so as to speak. So it was okay for me. Moving on to action RPG part itself. The action had been good sometimes, but only after I changed the default key bindings on the PC because they didn't feel intuitive, the default ones. So I had to move some of the stuff around, like attacking and blocking with the mouse rather than a keyboard for one and a mouse for the other. In short, it did allow me to correct the issue, so I will give full marks on that front. But the RPG part was, alas, not really an fully fleshed out RPG. I had a similar complaint about Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well. It had a very good mechanics, but the RPG part felt a little shallow. And alas, I got the similar feeling in Hogwarts Legacy as well. The RPG elements felt incomplete in some manner. The building blocks were right there, especially with spells. Like instead of buying talents outright, it could have been just tied into usage of spells based on how many times you used a spell. You could open up a new power about it. But hey, it might be just my own problem rather than a problem with the game itself. And finally, bringing the gameplay rating when I averaged it out over open world, immersiveness, action RPG elements, it came to exceeds expectation. So that was surprising. The power of average. Next, we move on to aesthetics, and the world is really beautiful. Credit where credit is due. The team at Avalanche Studio are real fans. You can see that in the work itself. My only complaint about it is they didn't really give us a free camera to take in that beauty, the aesthetics about the whole world, the attention to detail, the characters, their models, their behaviors, their animations. It was all beautifully done. I really enjoyed it, and they are quite pleasing to the eye as well. And there's an old adage, you don't play games for graphics, but in this case I would like to make an exception. Games specifically like this do gain a lot if their graphics themselves are matching to the story and the overall theme, and I think Hogwarts Legacy does that well. So for overall rating for aesthetics, I give this department an outstanding, and I'm quite happy about that rating. I really appreciated the work the developer has done on overall theme and the art style. The outstanding rating is warranted. Moving on to the fourth factor, the quality. I come from software engineering background, so it's completely understandable that we are not expecting a bug-free experience from Hogwarts Legacy. Having said that, I'm quite happy there were no game-breaking bugs in the game itself. And bear in mind, Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed quite a few times. The original plan date was, I think, 2021, then it went to 2022, and finally it launched on 2023. So I'm quite happy that they actually took time, because even after taking so much time to deliver a quality product, the game is not free from mood spoiling bugs. So there were certain glitches, there were issues with optimization and performance of the game in certain areas, but on an overall level it was acceptable because it did not really stop you from enjoying the game, but it did spoil the mood every once in a while. So on quality front, I hope they do better, and this becomes their minimum bar to keep, and I'm quite confident with the Avalanche Studios, the product they have delivered, and hopefully they will continue to build on top of it. And this brings to us on the final factor I would be rating this game on, the Oomph Factor. To be frank, the pure nostalgia of playing an Harry Potter game, of receiving your own letter, played a key role for me to really enjoy this game and pick it up. And it delivered on that promise. I had a lot of fun. Yes, there were issues with the quality, yes, there were issues with the game mechanics, but it did not stop me from having that fun of Harry Potter world with Hogwarts Legacy. And I'm very, very happy about it. Having said that, the future of Hogwarts Legacy as well as the Harry Potter world looks really great and bright. Whoever fought for this game to be made in Unreal Engine, hats off to them. As of the making of this video, there are already 800 mods available, and this is without any official mod tooling provided by Avalanche Studio. And if Avalanche Studio plays their cards right, if WB plays their cards right, they are looking at a game that people are going to play for a long time to come. And it also helps that having the mods can play that interim role between the DLCs, so people continue to buy the game and play the game. But it also, of course, depends on how the community works on it. But I'm not surprised that there are already 800 mods available on the Nexus Mod Studio, and that number will continue to grow even though Avalanche Studio does not provide any official mod tooling. But if they really want to immortalize the game that people continue playing, they should do it as soon as possible. Taking into account the replayability factor, the mod support, and the pure nostalgia that I had, I'm going to give outstanding in the Oomph Factor department for this game. And finally, on overall level, when I take the story, the graphics, the gameplay, and the Oomph Factor into account, the Hogwarts Legacy on an overall level exceeds expectations. Whatever I was expecting, it was beyond that. And at the same time, there is just a hint of promise about the future of the Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter games in general, and I'm quite excited for it. And I'm sure that it will continue pulling in both the old fans of the Harry Potter world and some new fans as well at the same time, if it continues to improve on this formula and make a quality product out of it. So there you go, folks. If you agree or not, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would really like to know your thoughts on this as well. See you around. Bye-bye.